This is the ICONITES 6.5 quart air fryer oven. Let's take it out of the box. In the box they give you the manual. Here is the air fryer itself. You have a few accessories. Here's the door here, so that comes down. They give you a rack like this, like a grill rack type thing. At the bottom is a collection tray for any drippings and that. Keep the inside of the oven nice and clean. They also give you this pan here. You can bake stuff on this if you wanted. And also sort of like a frying basket kind of thing right here. So any of these can go in, and you can also do multiple layers of things if you wanted to as well. Put them in there. The door can also, I'm not going to show you now, but it can be detached from here so you can clean the inside of this easier. And your control panel is right here. So let me get everything configured here, show you how the control panel works, and we'll go from there. We'll start with the easy stuff first. Does it have a light inside? Yes, it sure does. Lights on in there, you can see it. And, on or off, whatever you want. This way you can see when it's cooking in there what's going on. So that's a nice feature. You have 8 presets: fries, wings, steak, fish, shrimp, vegetables, toast, and dehydrate. So those are the 8 different functions of it. I'm going to make some potatoes today, and we'll choose the fries option. Just to show you, first we have to turn it on and hit fries, and it comes up with a temperature and a time. You don't have to stick to this. You can make it anything you want. If you want to change the time, you hit time, and then you can run that up. You want to change the temperature, you can do that. It goes in 10-degree increments from 120 to 400, and the timer can go up to 60 minutes. And then, when everything's all set, you hit the play button there, and it turns on. So we're going to just stop this here so I can get the food in. The fan in it will continue to run for a little bit after a program is stopped to help cool it off. So let me get some food, put it in here, and show you how it works. I have some potato circles. They're kind of like tater tots squashed flat. It's all the same stuff. This is an air fryer, so you don't need oil. So I'm going to put some oil on here because, like they say, if you don't have any oil on it, while you can cook without oil, it's just not going to be as good. So that's why I'm going to put some on there. Some EVOO right there. Move that out of the way. Open the door. And I did that obviously on a plate, so any oil that goes through will go on the plate. And I'll go ahead and put the basket in and close the door. The package directions for this stuff says they want about 10 minutes at 425 degrees. Well, this doesn't do 425, it does 400, so we're going to go with that. And 10 minutes, and then we're going to sort of flip them over and cook it some more, is basically what it says. So we'll start with the fries option like I had showed before. Power the unit on. We'll hit fries. That's just a baseline, and we're going to now adjust based on that. I'm going to change the temperature to 400, and there we go. That's all set. And we'll leave it for 10 minutes. I'm actually going to push that to like 12 because it doesn't get quite as hot as the directions are looking for. And after that, hit the play button. The machine starts up and it's going to cook. So once this time elapses, we'll take it out, see where we're at, and go from there. So what's actually going on in the oven right now, and I'll put that light on there so we can see a little bit better maybe. What's actually going on in there is there's a heating element and a fan, and it's blowing the heat around. It's blowing the heat all around inside that chamber there, so it gets cooked from the top and the bottom, the sides, every which way you can imagine. And that is going to cook the food. The heating element in all of these, in this style, is at the top. There's no heat at the bottom, so the air is what's going to send that heat around to the bottom in that. Yeah, you're still going to want to flip stuff and do things like that, you know, when the appropriate time comes, because nobody likes food that's not cooked properly. So you want to ensure that, and to do that you will have to flip it and do things like that. Basically, this is a nice size for 2 people. It's a small oven. The light has a timeout after a minute there. It's a small oven for like 2 people or something like that. There are larger ones available, but this particular one is great for like 2 people. Maybe you're an apartment dweller, or maybe you have an RV. Would be great in there because it's a nice small size. Okay, here's my hand, and you can see it's not very large at all, so it won't take up a lot of counter space. So if you don't have that real estate available, well, it's definitely going to fit and do the trick for you. So I'm going to let this cook for a while. We'll come back when time has elapsed and go from there. There we go. That is half of the cooking time for these particular potatoes. So that's all set. Now we have to take it out. Just open the door up, and that's hot. So I have a pot holder over here that I can use to aid me in removing that. Now, of course, they're not going to look done now because they're not. You've seen it on TV. They take the basket, they shake it around. That's going to make crumbs. So I'm going to toss everything nice and gently with a fork, and then we're going to put it back in. All right, I've tossed that, and now I'm going to take it and place it back in the machine. So just like that, we can put the door up, and we're all set. Now we're going to set another program. In this case, I could have set it to the full time the first go around, but I figured it would be better this way so it'll stop when it needs me to turn it. So we'll hit fries again. Temperature I'm going to adjust, and I'm going to leave it on 10 minutes. The machine starts up, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So I might subtract a couple of minutes, or I might add a couple of minutes depending, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Alright, it just rang off. Let's see how we look. Well, that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and plate that up, and then I'll show you the finished product. So there's the finished product right there. It looks like the ICONITES air fryer did a fine job. Now, of course, you can go ahead and serve this up with some ketchup, but if you want to get a little chefy at home, today I have some chili sauce to go with it, which is sort of like a grown-up ketchup to make it just that more savory. So once again, this was the ICONITES 6.5 quart air fryer oven. Does an excellent job, great for 2 people, or an apartment, or RV, or anything like that. Nice, small, compact size. Really doesn't heat up the kitchen much. All around, seemed to work great. If you'd like to purchase this item, I'll leave a link in the video description where you can find the item available for sale on Amazon. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.